This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The first down carry for Pacheco. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. It's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Johnson finds the football, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Hampton, right side. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 7-4 coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Go. Home troops right. Go.
Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. The Chiefs in control so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First and
Move the
goal,
chains!
Kansas City.
Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Pacheco can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Mahomes escapes the pocket, and he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
14. Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
And 8 at the 37-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get into a Rondé Gadsden the second. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Air it out on 3rd. This is cut downfield by Allen. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hampton gets in, touchdown LA. The Chargers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Throw in is Mahomes. Caught by the open man. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Hey, 15, 15. Yellow. Hero 15. Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
21. Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker
Kansas
on
City.
now to kick this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers.
So
First
2
down.
minutes still to play in this first half,
First
partner.
and 10 at the
More football from
46-yard
SoFi
line.
in just a moment.
380.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Crowd right. Set. Black 80. Black. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw is there for a long day Gadsden. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of
20 yards on that play.
That's another
And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
5-9. Set. Hey, go Lion. Ready.
Back to throw, here's Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
380.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Set. 380.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're gonna lose a couple on that zone read.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a one-score game before halftime. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Kelsey's got it right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The intended target was his running back. And that means third down coming up.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Now Herbert to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in by Gadsden. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Going with a screen to Hampton. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's the Chiefs' 1st down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Yellow. Attack, attack. 480. Yellow. My side.
Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for
Butker
Kansas
on
City.
now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, they'll put that opposing offense right back out there, steal really from that interception.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
In play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Has it in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 14. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Herbert now off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of 9 yards.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Yellow.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chiefs football, just 1 quarter away from a postseason victory. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Baylor tight. Ready.
1st and 10, Herbert. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Noel Williams on the coverage.
Set. 12. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Xavier Worthy. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 43. 43.
Throw here. 3rd down. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right half. Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
21. Let's go, let's go.
Herbert on 1st down. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Looking quickly here.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Capture. Let's go. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. 1st and 10 on the 43. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes buying some time left. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry? Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Chiefs.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs continue piling it on here in the 4th. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Chargers, 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
And a kickoff for Kansas City.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Lobs this deep down the middle. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 10 yards.
3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Offense up to the line fast.
21 yards. The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Let's go. Hey, Ray.
Herbert to throw once more. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to do interceptions.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he's got it, so they'll come a little ways back with the touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Chargers 21.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Right back to Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs keep running away with this. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
52. Chargers 21. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Hey, Ram.
Herbert. Gets it downfield, on target to Gadsden. And he takes it down to the 33. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard
Throwing on first
line.
is Herbert. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 25
Back-to-back
yards.
big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
Chargers first down.
Working inside the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
And the Chiefs cover up the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Fall down these two.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set. Let's go, let's go. Kappa. Ready.
Herbert back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ray. Set.
Second and 10. Herbert trying again. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
First down.
One final shot here. Almost had 6, but can't find it in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like it.
And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. So a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out